If you've been injured in an accident, whether it be an automobile accident, slip or trip and fall incident, dog attack incident, or any other type of incident where another party may be liable for your injuries, you could be in for quite an enduring process. But it may be necessary to go through the process to get the compensation you deserve. In this video, I will explain what you can possibly expect when it comes to your injury claim from the moment your accident happens all the way to your case going to a jury trial. So after you've been in your accident, obviously the first thing you need to do is to get the medical attention you need to address your injuries. Go to the hospital. Call for an ambulance if you need one. Get all of the medical treatment you need after your accident. As soon as you possibly can, you should file a claim with the other driver's insurance company if your claim involves a car accident. If you have a different type of claim, you need to notify in writing the at-fault party and inform that party to turn over the claim to the insurance company or claims administrator. Many cases, especially car accident cases, can settle prior to any litigation at all in your case. While injury claims can settle at any time during the process, it's usually not a good idea to try to settle your claim quickly, however. That's because you typically won't even know the value of your case until you're done treating or reach maximum medical improvement. The only time you should maybe consider settling prior to being done treating or reaching maximum medical improvement is when you have injuries and damages clearly worth over and above the other party's policy limits available. If that is the case, you should demand in writing the policy limits against the other party. When you are ready to initiate settlement negotiations, you will need to gather all of the evidence in your case. Hopefully you took photos of the accident scene and photos depicting your visible injuries shortly after your accident, but you will also want to gather all your medical records and medical bills for accident-related treatment. When you have all your evidence, you can then send a demand letter along with all of your evidence to the insurance company or claim handler that you're dealing with. This will initiate the negotiation process. If the other party denies your claim or you're not able to reach a fair settlement, the next step usually is to initiate litigation by filing a lawsuit. While many cases are able to resolve prior to any litigation, it's also the case that many cases also require litigation in order for the injury victim to be fairly compensated for their injuries. The litigation process can sometimes last just days, but usually last at least months, if not years, prior to the resolution of an injury case. In this video, I will only cover the primary highlights of most litigated injury cases. No one can predict every single step in the exact order that may occur during the litigation process, but the steps outlined in this video will almost certainly occur in your case if it goes all the way to a trial. And of course, if you have a lawyer, they should be able to guide you through this entire process. Litigation is initiated by the filing of a complaint against any and all potential at-fault parties in your case. All defendants need to be served with a copy of the complaint pursuant to your jurisdiction's rules. Once a defendant is served with the complaint, they must file a written answer with the court pursuant to the jurisdiction's civil rules of procedure. Insurance companies and corporate defendants will retain a lawyer to defend the claim. The defense lawyer will send over some written discovery questions and requests called interrogatories and requests for production of documents for you to answer. Likewise, it's a good idea to send written discovery questions to all defendants in the case as well. Once the written discovery stage is completed, insurance defense attorneys usually proceed with the collecting of your medical records and bills, even for treatment not related to the accident. They can even subpoena these records if they need to. Next up is your deposition. Your deposition will be held usually at one of the lawyer's offices, or in some cases these days even over a video call via Zoom or some other live video recording software. A deposition is where you will be asked questions by the insurance company defense lawyer after you are sworn under oath by a court reporter. During the deposition, the defense lawyer will be assessing the strength of your case and your credibility and will report back their findings to the insurance company. Once your deposition is complete, many cases are mediated and many courts even require that you mediate your case before you go to trial or even get a trial date. Mediation is a process in which a neutral third-party mediator helps you and the defense lawyer, along with the insurance adjuster, working your case to communicate and potentially negotiate and reach a mutually acceptable resolution. Unlike a judge or arbitrator, the mediator does not impose any decisions on your case, but facilitates discussion and guides the parties towards a potential settlement. While a high percentage of cases may settle at mediation, some of course do not resolve. And the next major step in most injury cases after mediation is trial. You will likely know the date of your trial months before it is scheduled, and many cases can possibly even settle just days before trial or even during trial. Of course, if your case goes to trial, your attendance at trial is necessary, and you will even need to testify at the trial. Trials are a risk, but if you and your lawyers believe you can beat the final number offered to you before the trial by the insurance company, taking your case to trial may just be worth it. So what I've covered in this video today is far from what would go into any particular injury case. If you have a lawyer though, the steps I've discussed in this video are likely to be the key steps in which you are involved with during your case. Many steps for your case will go on behind the scenes if you have a lawyer working your case and your case goes all the way to a trial. The thing is, now that you know what to expect in your injury case after your accident, I hope you are not thinking about settling your injury claim fast simply because you think that the process simply is not worth it in your injury case. And that's because settling fast can absolutely ruin your injury claim, and I'll tell you why in this video about to pop up right here. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel right here for more helpful videos like this one. Lastly, if you've been injured in Kentucky, remember to don't wait, call Tate.